And starting with number 4, Kwanchai Pimkorn, number 6, Niwat Kongta, and number 5, Ekasit Jomjarian. Number 4, Kwanchai managed to rake in 11 points against Myanmar yesterday, with 4 of them being 2-pointers. Ekasit, another one to watch out for. They're going the extreme right of your screen at the moment. So, these are probably the 2 strongest teams in the tournament. Philippines, a huge basketball nation, but Thailand are the traditional powerhouses in the region. So strong. Of course, the Thai team came second against Germany in the international wheelchair tournament held earlier this year. Thailand also very strong across the board. They've got the most number of wins in the games. An incredible number of gold medals they've managed to rake in. They've also been crowned champions 5 times consecutively. That's right, consecutively. Before Indonesia won in the last edition in Naypyidaw. A total of 1,005 gold medals before this edition of the Games. And they're currently leading the medal standings at the moment as the Philippines get things underway. The long reach of Ekasit there, the number 15. Makabengil. And it's the Philippines who open the account first with Robasto.
With the first points of the game, number 7, Marcos.
A great start for the Philippines then. And Kwanchai opens his account as well, not to be left behind or outshone. Quite interesting, the lineup for both teams. The Thai players have 2 extremes, 2 ends of extremes as Ekasit tries to lay one in there. Ekasit categorized as a 4.0 in the point system for the classifications. But they've got a big mix. They've got 1s in Niwat and Jakapan, the 2 of them with the least amount of mobility in the torso. And then in Kwanchai, Visut and Ekasit, they have 3.5, 3 and 4 respectively. As Kwanchai sinks in another, it's 2-1 to Thailand at the moment. Then as we take a look at the Filipino team, they've got an average mix of 2s, 3.5s, 2.5s. The lowest ranked player, Ramirez, with a 1.5, with the lowest classification. That means he has a little bit of trunk control with the ability to lean forward and rotate slightly. He sits just between 1 and 2 points. That's why the half-point system was included. As you see the speed of Kwanchai as he races down to try and block and defend. But he's not going to get there fast enough to defend against the Filipinos. Mingarin with the second one there for the Philippines. Kwanchai losing the ball as we turn it over. Kwanchai intercepting the ball. Robusto managing to get it back. Mingarin sends it long over to Makabengil, who sinks it in. A nice looping shot.
On the fast break and in the basket, it's Macabengil.
3 points, 3 different players, showing the breadth of this team as Ekasit comes in, not attempting the 2 points, instead passing it off to Kwanchai. Ball tipped out by Robusto. Niwat will take the throw in. Kwanchai hanging out back there as he races in to find a better position. Kwanchai in front of the net, doesn't miss.
Off the glass,
That's his third, and the third for Thailand as they draw level with the Philippines. A long reach there of Ekitsit. It's Robusto. Robusto looking, but shot clock runs out. Macabengil tries anyway. Back in play, Kwanchai. Over to Niwat. Niwat to Ekasit, intercepted. Back to Niwat, who looks for Ekasit, who dodges all the players and sinks in his first basket. It's 4 now to Thailand. The first time they're taking the lead in this game. 2 halves of 7 minutes as we see Ekasit tipping that one in with great control. Now he's a 4.0, so he's got quite a fair bit of body control, able to use his weight to lean in and out, and you'll see him tipping his chair slightly to gain a little more height advantage as we welcome Magdayo.
Ramirez and number 13, Magdayo, checking on in the court.
Magdayo and Ramirez coming in to replace Mingarin and Robusto. Macabengil's still on court. He got sent off yesterday for personal fouls. See some travelling, so ball's going to be thrown back in play. Niwat over to Kwanchai. Kwanchai thought about the 2-point shot, decided against it. Better to be safe than sorry as he puts in his 4th for Thailand. The Thai fans going crazy. I just love how they get dressed up. Good support, and that always helps. But Singapore does have a large percentage of Filipinos living here and working here. A lot of holiday makers also making the trek to come and support these people. We've had contact, charging there without the ball. That will be a personal foul against Niwat. Getting a little bit excited, maybe. Magdayo looking for space.
Number 6, Thailand. First personal foul.
Magdayo to Macabengil, who tries to shoot. Doesn't quite make it in. Ekasit pegs it up. They keep trying. You got to give them credit. Macabengil will try again, and he finally gets it in. His second of this game. It's 5-4 now. Thailand still leading as we see attempt after attempt after attempt, and finally it goes in. A bit scrappy there as Kwanchai easily loops it in. No problem there. Ramirez over to Macabengil. Cross court to Magdayo. Back to Macabengil. He's looking for someone, but he's got Niwat right in front of him as the shot clock runs out. It's so hard they're able to get in so close. The one thing that does stop them getting any closer, of course, the wheelchairs, which are considered an extension of the body. So whilst the wheelchairs can touch, of course, there is a certain amount of space required. Kwanchai dishing out orders.
Number 9.
As he attempts the shot, rebounds, and Magdayo gets it, passes it over to Makabengil. Back to Magdayo, who loses it and his balance. Needs a little assistance there to get back up. Magdayo ranked as a 3.5, which means that he is able to fully rotate and lean, but he has difficulty in controlled movement due to lower limb limitations. The Filipino fans looking concerned and worried for their player. But a big amount of support goes back in as he rights himself with the assistance of the coaching staff from Philippines. 6-4 now, with just over a minute to go. Niwat to Ekasit, back to Niwat. Ekasit. Contact as the ball just tips out. You could see the jolt given by the wheelchair, just affecting the shot slightly.
Freddie Canabella, number 13, Philippines, first personal foul.
Magdayo there with the foul. The ball will go back out. Ekasit. Thailand still showing their strength and shooting prowess. It's 6-4 now with a minute to go. It's only a 2-point deficit though. Philippines can still catch up. A minute in basketball can play out very long, but Kwanchai is going to increase that deficit to 3 now. 7-4. As Kwanchai sinks in his 6th point for this match. Magdayo intercepted by Ekasit. Ekasit aims for the 2-pointer but doesn't make it. He plays a very different role in the 3-on-3 compared to the 5-on-5. A bit more defensive strategy as he blocks out Magdayo, who is quite a presence on court himself. He has to try and find the long way around as the rest of the players cut him off. Magdayo finds himself unseated, so he's going to need some assistance to get back in. He just unbuckles himself to make it a little easier to get in. As he gets strapped in, we get ready to resume play. You'll see 2 levels of strapping there. 1 buckle, 1 Velcro to really hold them in place. And you'll notice that these wheelchairs aren't like the normal wheelchairs you see. These don't have much support in the back to allow them to lean forward and backwards. Kwanchai trying for the 2-pointer. Rebounding out, we've got 6 seconds left in this first half. It's 7-4 at the moment. Philippines looking for a way, but the buzzer goes. 7-4, Thailand running out the leaders at the end of this first half. Philippines will be happy with how they came back into that. But Thailand leading at the moment by 3 points at the end of the first half.
Hi there.
More and more people flooding into the Singapore Indoor Stadium now. A better atmosphere. Lots of people waving, getting into the spirit of the games. We're here to celebrate the extraordinary in this 8th edition of the ASEAN Para Games.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi, welcome.
And don't forget, you can always keep up to date with all of the scores and results. You can either search the 8th ASEAN Para Games app or head on over to the website, ASEANParaGames2015.com. We're watching the highlights now. You see there Ekasit as he leans into the side, creating more space and a bit more height for himself to score. Makabengul, who'd had to try several times on that occasion, but eventually rewarded with a point. This man right here, Kwan Chai, 6 points to his name in this first half, but it's not unusual. We saw him score 11 points in the match against Myanmar yesterday. Of course, Thailand at the moment are up there in the table. Malaysia have already played their game, so they're sitting just ahead on 5 points at the moment. But if Thailand win this, they'll go ahead on 6 points, creating a strong cause for their semi-final campaign, and their charge to the finals for another gold medal to add to their already impressive haul. 61 they have at the moment. They've just gotten another one, bringing their total tally to 185 medals in this edition of the Games. 7 minutes have started counting down. You can expect Philippines to put up a strong fight as Kwan Chai misses his first shot. Oh, close there from Ekasit, attempting the 2-pointer. It's 2 points from outside the arc in 3-on-3. Everywhere else on the inside is a single point, as well as the free throws. Mingarin running circles around the ties as Robusto tries for the 2-pointer just as the shot clock runs out. 18 seconds they have on the shot clock for 3-on-3. We've spoken about the prowess of Thailand, but we are, of course, here in Singapore. It's Singapore's first time hosting the Games. The most number of gold medals won by Singapore in a single ASEAN Para Games was 15 in 2005 in Manila. Already, they've got 20. So happy days for Singapore in their Golden Jubilee. SG50 is the buzzword this year as Ekasit sets up and sinks in his first shot for this second half. Philippines on the charge. Robusto needing to hard break as he sets himself up. Kwan Chai doing his best to block. Effective. He picks up the rebound. Niwat belting it down as he passes it over. Back to Kwan Chai, who tries to loop it in, but tips himself in the process.
Swish!
Nicely done.
Jumjarian!
Brilliant shot, nothing but net there for 8th ASEAN, who is stepping up his shooting game in this second half. Robusto, as 8th ASEAN tries to snag the ball. Robusto still. Shot clock, 24 seconds. Substitution. 8th ASEAN takes a rest as Visut comes out. 10-4, the current score.
Substitution Philippines, number 10, Ramirez checks into the ball game.
Ramirez also joining Philippines out on court, alongside Robusto and Macabengil. Visut tries, sends it a little long. Kwanchai there to defend against Ramirez. But it's Macabengil who gets the ball intercepted so well by Niwat. Kwanchai. Sends it a little out of reach for Niwat. Niwat's classification 1.0, which means that he has little or no trunk control. And you'll see that he actually has a higher backrest on his wheelchair to support him. Long lob shot there, intercepted by Niwat. So aware of their surroundings. Visut
Off the glass and
sinks it in. Captain of the Thai team, opening his account. So here we are on the penultimate day of competition at the ASEAN Para Games. It's been an exciting week so far. We started back on the 3rd of December with the opening ceremony. First match is played out for cerebral palsy football, as Macabengil tries to take that shot. Misses. Kwanchai sends it long, hoping someone will be there to receive it, but it's intercepted by Robusto. Ramirez now, getting as close as he can, sends it over to Macabengil, who sinks it in for his 3rd point. Taking the time. Thailand could do nothing about that. Kwanchai tips it just behind him with the faith that Visut would be there, and he was. Look at that. Didn't even have to look. He knew that his teammate would be there. The Thais play so well together. And just watch the way they weave in and out together as Robusto attempts. Kwanchai with the fast break. Again, lobbing it over to Visut. Back to Kwanchai, who sinks it in. It's another one. Kwanchai's 8th for Thailand in this match. (13-5). Thailand on fire as Macabengil tries to go for the 2.
Substitution Philippines, Magdayo, number 13, checks into the ball game.
Philippines have got their work cut out for them. The Thai coach chilling there on the bench. He knows his team has got this. Kwanchai with the attempt. And he'll try again. Pass again now, this time to Visut, who sinks it in again. Captain proving effective. Equal scoring prowess now, alongside Ikasit.
Marcos Jr. Mauricio.
(14-6) as we enter the last minute. Robusto there, scoring number 6.
Just under a minute now left in the second half of the game. Substitution Philippines. Number 4,
Philippines.
checks into the game, Mingori.
Mangarin coming back in for the Philippines alongside Magdayo and Ramirez. Visut going the distance. Kwanchai picking up the ball. He'll go for the 2. Doesn't quite make it. Ramirez. Mingarin. Shot clock runs out. We've got 5 seconds left. Thailand currently leading 14-6.
Timeout Thailand.
Timeout Thailand then, with just a few seconds left on the clock. They're not giving up. They're certainly not just going to let them stall. They're going to go all out and charge for this win. Their coach fully involved there. Abbas working out the game plan for the final seconds of the game. As the officials call the teams back with a big smile, they know that they're looking at a solid win. Okay, the final 5 seconds of play. Kwanchai setting himself up. He misses that point as the buzzer goes. 14-6, the final score here. Thailand running out as champions of this match. Philippines disappointed, but a good showing from the Philippines there against one of the powerhouses, not just in the region, but in the continent. Well, when they come second in a world competition, you know that you're going to expect a wealth of talent here. And the Thai fans going crazy in the stands, dancing, cheering, making noise, waving their flag. And they have every reason to be proud. A fantastic showing from Team Thailand. scoring 7 in both the first and second halves, managing to lock out the Philippines in that second half especially. 14-6 then, the final score between Thailand and the Philippines, as we now stand by for the semi-final matches. We're going to be taking a short break, allowing the teams to just reset quickly before they come back in for the first semi-final match. The second semi-final match will be happening right after that, as we run in towards the third, fourth placing match, and finally the finals that are going to be happening a little bit later today, probably closer to midday. The stands filling up nicely as the crowd expects a great game. And this was how it all started as the players came out. Kwan Chai, who really was instrumental. Makabengil also instrumental for the Philippines. Top scorer then for him, sinking in 3 points. But the Thai team had it from start to finish. It was point for point in the opening stages of the first half. Philippines opened their scoring account, but Thailand quickly proved that they are the dominant forces in this game. That man there, aided by Captain Visut. So happy, all the fans. So the teams warming up, getting ready, standing by. It's the first semi-final coming your way live from the Singapore Indoor Stadium. You're watching the wheelchair basketball 3-on-3 men's tournament here at the 8th ASEAN Para Games.